What happens when we die? It's a question as old as time, a question that has haunted philosophers, mystics, scientists, and every one of us at some point. Across every culture, every era, we've sought the answer. Is death the end, or is it a doorway? In this video, we explore death through three powerful lenses: science, spirituality, and consciousness. Not to give you the answer, but to open a door into the unknown. The physical death. Let's start with what we do know. When the body dies, it doesn't all shut down at once. The heart slows, breathing becomes shallow, organs begin to fail, and eventually, brain activity ceases. This is when doctors declare clinical death. But here's where it gets intriguing. Even after this moment, some brain activity may still linger. For minutes, researchers have observed spikes in brain waves just before death. A sudden burst, a flash of electrical activity. Some say it's the brain's last signal, a final spark before the dark. But others wonder, is it something more? Near-death experiences. All around the world, people have come back from the edge of death with stories. Near-death experiences, NDEs. They describe a tunnel of light, a feeling of absolute peace, floating above their bodies, watching doctors work, hearing voices, seeing loved ones who had already passed. In many cases, these people were clinically dead, flatlined, no heartbeat, no brain function detectable. And yet, they returned, with vivid memories and often a transformed view of life. Skeptics say it's all the result of chemicals in a dying brain, a kind of dream. But others believe these glimpses hint at something more, something enduring, something real. The science of consciousness. Now let's talk about consciousness. We all experience it. We are it. But what is it? Is consciousness created by the brain? Or is the brain more like a receiver, tuning into a deeper frequency of awareness? Some scientists are exploring a theory called panpsychism, the idea that consciousness is not an accident, but a fundamental part of the universe, like space, or gravity, or time. If consciousness is woven into the fabric of reality, then death might not be the end, but a shift, a return, a continuation in a new form. It's not science fiction. It's an open question, one that could redefine what it means to be alive. Spiritual and religious perspectives. Throughout history, spiritual traditions have offered their own visions. In Hinduism, death is just one step in an eternal cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Karma determines where the soul travels next. In Christianity, death leads the soul to judgment, to heaven, or to hell, a place of reward or consequence. Buddhism teaches reincarnation as well, but with the goal of liberation, to become free from suffering and awaken to the truth. The Tibetan Book of the Dead speaks of the bardo, a space between lives, where the soul meets visions, memories, and reflections on the life just lived. In ancient Egypt, it was said that the heart would be weighed against a feather. If it was lighter, the soul could move on to the afterlife. Different stories, different beliefs, but a shared thread. Death is not destruction, it is transformation. Modern spirituality and afterlife theories. Today, many spiritual thinkers describe the afterlife as a return to source, to divine awareness, to the infinite. Some speak of a life review, where you re-experience your entire life, not from your own view, but from everyone you affected, not judged, but illuminated, understood. Others speak of continuing growth, other realms, other dimensions, where learning and evolution continue. The soul, they say, is eternal. Death is simply a door, one chapter in a story that never truly ends. The mystery and meaning of death. Perhaps the mystery isn't meant to be solved, not in this life, not yet. Maybe the deeper question is not, what happens after we die? But how fully are we living now? Death reminds us that life is precious, that love matters, that time is sacred. Every breath is a gift, every connection an echo. And maybe, just maybe, how we live today shapes what comes next. So, what happens when we die? We may never know for sure, but we do know this. Life is here. Now, to the well-organized mind, death is but the next great adventure. J.K. Rowling. If this video sparked something in you, share your thoughts below. What do you think lies beyond? Like the video, subscribe for more mysteries, and above all, stay curious.